Indy Mogul.
Hey everybody, on last week's show we talked about frame rates, and a lot of people pointed out that I forgot to do 25 frames a second, which is PAL. So, for punishment, I'm going to be taking 25 body shots from my boxing trainer, former middleweight champion Darren Machinsky. Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
15 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that was a hard one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
okay. Now, it's not like I deserve that too much. I mean, you can probably figure out the whole 25 frames per second thing. Just use the same math I used on 30, 24. It's really not that hard. Oh, God! In-camera audio sucks. That's always pretty much been a given. So you're going to want to get yourself a good external microphone. Normally for the show, I use the Azden SGM-1x, which costs about $180. This is the same mic that Griffin uses for Indy News, and it works great, but for those of you who don't have almost $200 to spend on a microphone, I went and bought a whole bunch of the cheapest microphones that I could find online, and I brought them to my boxing gym to see how they stood up to the Azden. I'll also be talking about each microphone while using the mic in question. What you're hearing right now is in-camera audio, and as you can probably tell, it's terrible. So let's plug this microphone in. It's called the Sheng Gu Sg-108. You can find it on eBay or Amazon for $25 to $30. Now that it's plugged in, you'll notice that the audio quality is a little bit better than it was before. This is the advantage of having an on-camera shotgun mic. It records unidirectionally, which means that it's only recording the audio that's happening right in front of it. This helps kill the background noise a bit and allows my voice to stand out better. The audio quality is comparable to the Rode video mic, which is about $150. For $120 in savings, it's a pretty good deal. If you want the best possible on-camera mic, that's the Rode Video Mic Pro, and that's going to cost you $230. And if you can afford that, then great, go for it. That's the one to get. But if you're looking for a cost-effective onboard mic, the SG-108 is a good way to go. Now let's bring things inside and see how a few even cheaper mics stack up against my Azden SGM-1x. I set my boom pole on a mic stand above the ring and recorded some sparring footage, using whichever cable came with each mic and ran them directly into the camera as opposed to an audio recorder, using a 1/4 inch to 3.5mm adapter. Here's a quick clip using the camera's built-in mic. And here's the Azden SGM-1x. This one easily sounds the best, but that's to be expected. The air conditioning and the traffic outside, which both heavily affected the on-camera mic, are now much less of an issue. The punches sound good, the voices sound good, and this is going directly into the camera, not even being recorded to an external audio recorder like my Zoom H4n. But can the others do as good a job? A few weeks back on the comments section for a live show that we had done on Indy Mogul, the user Guitar with Bach asked if dynamic microphones, the kind that you would normally see someone use on stage, could be used as shotgun mics. So that's what we'll be testing. First, the Audio-Technica Atr 1100, which costs about $10 online. It's unidirectional, as all the ones we'll be showing today are. The others have XLR output, but at least this one easily connects to the T3i's mic input. I expected better than I got from this one, and that may have something to do with the fact that the company also makes a decent shotgun mic called the ATR 55, a $60 or so microphone that is often compared to the SGM-X in terms of quality. And while it did an okay job picking up the sound in its path compared to the sound in the surrounding area, the audio came off a bit muffled to me. Compare that to the next one I tried, the Hisonic HS800. I didn't have high hopes for this one, to be honest. I don't know, maybe it was the box's claim that it has excellent reproduction of voice and music. A true sign of a quality electronics company. But while it didn't do as good a job of killing the extraneous noise, the sounds in the ring came out sounding a lot more clear in my opinion.
Put your hands up.
Plus, with a little audio cleaning, the noise becomes much less of an issue.
Nice. Oh, that's it. hand, good combo.
Nice defense, uppercut.
Right hook to my left. There you go, nice. There you go, very good.
The Denoxin Nom 982 was my least favorite of the bunch, despite costing a whopping $2 more than the previous ones.
Oh, that's one. Bye-bye. Oh, right hand.
The air conditioning unit noise was too much for me using this one, and the ring sounds were only so-so. The word muddy comes to
Right
mind.
hand. Good. Oh, he caught him with the right hand.
Of those cheap mics, the High Sonic was my favorite alternative to the Azden, but as I always love to point out, I'm not an audio guy by any means. Seriously, it'll be on my tombstone. But for those of you who are audio aficionados, which one do you think sounded the best out of the Audio-Technica, the High Sonic, or the Naxa? And which one do you think made my voice sound the best when using it in this much more controlled environment? And do you think any of these dynamic mics seem like they'd make viable alternatives to a shotgun mic? Let us know in the comments below. And before I go, I'd be remiss if I didn't bring this to the show, the single cheapest microphone that I've ever seen. From the Amazon store Newer comes this lapel mic, which came in at the incredible price of $3.74. For 3 of them. To compare, this is me talking into my Sony Bluetooth wireless lapel mic, which I found for about $135. While it needs some hiss reduction, I've generally been pretty happy with its performance. But now, here it is, the cheapest microphone ever. So, how does it sound? Does it sound like a microphone that should be sold for technically $1.25 each? I won't know until I go to edit this myself, so I'll talk to myself in the future as I'm editing this on the timeline. Russell of the future editing this episode, was this microphone worth $3.74 for 3? Well, I always trust you to make the right choice, future Russell. That's all for our uber cheap microphone testing this week. I'll leave you with a few related videos over on the side there. Check back in with Indy Mogul on Monday for Indy News with Griffin Hammond. See you then.